Okay, so we are here at Mr. Tom Wilson's house to see how this repair is holding up that State Farm asked us to do. Clearly see the new shingle there. It's not a reasonable match in my opinion, but we're going to focus on the repair itself and how it failed versus the subjective argument of matching. So let's see here. Looks like the shingle that was installed is sealed back down. It's probably because it had a clear seal versus one that was covered with material transfer because it came straight out of the packaging. We can see that there is damage on these shingles here from having to manipulate the shingles to pull out the nails. And you can see that some of these shingles, not sealed down at all, have not sealed down at all. So the shingles that had to be manipulated haven't sealed back down yet. I'm assuming it's because there's some material transfer present. And you can see some of that material transfer here on this video. The one above it is clearly torn. So we've got a tear on this shingle as well as some bending, creasing from having to pull the nails out and install this shingle here. This one's not sealed back down due to the material transfer present. Just see if we can get another look at that. And you can clearly see material transfer is present. So this shingle's never going to seal back down in its current condition. We had to manipulate this shingle as well. Got the same thing going on here, where it's just never going to seal back down because of the material transfer. And then this one that was broken, looks like it's sealed down on one end. There's this two. This is two. Okay, so it looks like it's partially sealed back down over here, probably because we didn't have to unseal it to perform the repair. And again, you can clearly see that material transfer present. It's going to prevent this shingle from ever sealing back down again. Let's see here. This one is a little loose. It's actually doing pretty well as far as trying to seal back down. But again, when we did the repair, it completely tore the shingle just trying to remove and replace those nails. So the reason this repair failed is due to material transfer from shingle to shingle. So the seal didn't break when we went to unseal the shingle itself tore. You can see clear visible damage around the repair area as a result of that repair as well. And what would happen if we were to do any other repairs on this roof is it would be a cascading failure where we're going to have material transfer present as well as visible damage on the shingles. And again, you can argue about the matching if you want, but that's very subjective. I would just say this is not a legal 2-code repair because it has caused damage to the roof and the surrounding areas. The Iowa betterment laws are pretty clear in regard to what happens when a repair is made and damage is caused to that repair. The insured would only have to pay their applicable deductible, and the insurance carrier, in this case it's State Farm, would have to pay for any of the damage resulting from the repair. That being said, we've got direct physical damage to the shingles from the repair. We've got creasing. Once again, you can clearly see that. We've got a tear right here in the shingle, and this is not sealed down. This shingle below it is not sealed down from material transfer. This shingle right here is not sealing down because of same issue, material transfer as well. Same thing here. So when you make a repair, the goal is to have the roof return to its previous state where it's sealed down and it's not in danger of any future wind damage and things of that nature. The damage that we're talking about from this repair is not wear and tear, because if we walk around the roof, we can clearly see that there is no other quote-unquote weathering on this roof other than granule loss. and maybe some hail that probably should have been approved but wasn't. And again, you can see there's still damage on the roof from wind over here that has not been addressed yet because the repair failed. So again, not a legal 2 code repair. Using proper tools and methods during the repair was done and explained in the repair video. You can clearly see the mismatch. So we've got Iowa line of sight issues here, and the damage that was caused from the repair should not be left unaddressed. It should be paid for by the insurance carrier according to the Iowa Betterment Act. Again, you've got granule loss in the area of the repair, creasing of the shingles that have not sealed back down, that are not going to seal back down due to material transfer. So just stressing again that this repair was made with care and the repair still failed. As a licensed contractor, we cannot perform repairs that are going to violate building code or Iowa law. And this repair clearly violates building code and Iowa law. Again, the roof is not legally repairable. And let's go ahead and address an issue. If State Farm were to slope out the whole back side of the roof and just pay for everything on the back, we're going to run into the same repairability issues at the ridge. When we remove this ridge cap and we install that felt 4 to 6 inches over the other side, we're going to be tearing into 1, if not 2 rows of shingles across the entire front slope. So now we're also going to have matching issues on the front slope, as well as potential damages from the installation of that felt. So this should be legally enforced as a full roof replacement. I'm not sure why it hasn't been, but I'll cut that video short now, as I think we've addressed all of the issues with the repairability of the roof. Thank you.